Good win. Good win. It's always tough to beat a team twice. The thing about Ole Miss, they play a physical brand, so you know you have to win that battle. So it's a great way to find a win. Kobe started, cramping in the second half, and just with a physical presence out. So to be able to find a way to get a win, I thought Ronnie and Trevin gave some quality minutes. Because Brooks a physical low post presence, though he doesn't score it a lot. But when they make drives, it's hard to leave him because he makes plays. He get offensive rebounds. He had 7 the first time we played him. So to get that win in 2 games against those guys, it's a great feeling.
Questions? Cuonzo, what was the difference between the offense for the first 30 minutes or so and kind of down the stretch?
I think one, taking care of the ball because you shot 53% both halves. So you shot the ball, you shot the 3 ball well, just taking care of the ball and not trying to hold on to a victory but win the game. You got to be crisp on your drives. Sometimes certain guys probably shouldn't have the ball in their hands in certain situations like that. But we also have to continue to get better at driving the ball because that's the reason why Ronnie was able to get shots, because he was a release valve with the 5-man. Other guys, they were switching 1 through 4. And when teams switch 1 through 4, you have to have really good one-on-one players off the dribble making plays at the basket. If not, then you become a perimeter team. You're hanging on the perimeter. And that's why Ronnie was able to get a lot of action. We utilized Ronnie with whoever the 5-man was guarding, Ronnie and Kobe. We utilized him to make him defend multiple actions. So when they switch, we make plays. And I thought sometimes we played too late in the shot clock instead of being aggressive downhill.
Cuonzo, you guys shot 50% from 3 tonight as compared to 20% against Vanderbilt. What kind of went into that success tonight?
I mean, even outside the Vanderbilt game, we shot the ball well. I just think in the Vanderbilt game, we didn't play as Mizzou. Like I always say to our guys, the fans came to see Mizzou play the game. Outside of your family, the fans came to see Mizzou play. And that means we play as a team. We share the ball. We play together. And I think that's very important. I think we played a casual brand the first 7 to 10 minutes at Vanderbilt. It was just kind of my turn to shoot the ball, your turn to shoot it. And we didn't play with any grit or toughness, and it showed. And we came up short.
With the emphasis on playing as a team, is it any coincidence you look at the points tonight are really balanced across the board, do you think?
That's the only way we have a chance to be successful on a consistent basis. We have to defend, rebound, and play hard. You have to share the ball. And if we have a guy that can give you 20, 25 pointers a night and make plays, then let's do it. But if not, we have to share the ball. We have to move the ball. We have to rely on each other, screen, cut, play in spacing, utilize other teams' big guys and put those guys in tough situations where they have to make decisions, and we attack from there.
You guys went on a big run in the last 4 minutes in the first half, and then came out and scored on your first 5 possessions in the second half. What did you like about the energy you guys initially came out with out of the break?
Ball was moving. We were sharing the ball. We were active. And then when you get those leads, it's always tough to maintain those leads because you lose a level of focus, in my opinion, and there's a level of comfort that's set in. It's almost as if, not in a selfish way, but my turn to get a shot up. And you're not in attack mode like the game is down the wire. You're exchanging baskets, but we play. But we got stops. We got stops on the defensive side of the ball, and that's where we have to be great at. We have to take a tremendous amount of pride in defending, rebounding, and playing hard. Because when the shots don't fall, we can be good in those areas and still give ourselves a chance to win the game.
Can you explain a little more what you mean by playing to win a game as opposed to trying to hang on?
Yeah, I think that's the key. But what I always say to our guys, you can't get consumed with what happened in the past, because oftentimes you can learn from your past, and sometimes your past is painful, and you have to learn from it and endure whatever it was, but it can't consume you, Win the game. It's a basketball game. Whatever happened the last time, you learn from it. Okay, I got it. Took notes. Okay, move forward. It's a new day. Win the basketball game. And it's simply that. That's it.
What was your message to the team once the game kind of got close there, got most time out late in the second half?
Let's win the game. And I never get into, okay, the last game, we've been there before, we lost. I don't have that kind of time. This is a new day. And these guys, they remember, forget stuff so quickly. So it's a new day to those guys anyway. So we're in the present moment now. This is how we win in this basketball game today. We got to do these things. And oftentimes, if we stick to the script, we give ourselves a great chance to win games.
Cuonzo, I think Dejuan hit 3 consecutive shots there in the first half. Can you kind of talk a bit about his performance and what he brought tonight?
First half, he was good in the first half. He made some shots, made good plays. He has to continue to get better in the second half, taking care of the ball, making sound decisions.
You guys were able to score 20 points off turnovers. What did you like about, your guys' pressure there and then, turning the score?
Just get in the passing lanes because what we do, we're not necessarily a team that's pressing and running and jumping and getting fouls, but when we trap the ball screen, that's when we're aggressive and we get steals that way. But other than that, we want to extend you, want to make you play one-on-one, and that takes a lot of time. When you're trying to defend one-on-one, get in the passing lane. So that means that one-on-one defense, we spend a tremendous amount of time in that. You have to be able to do it without fouling. And you got to take away the next option and force those guys to make one-on-one plays. And we continue to get better. We're not where I'd like us to be, but we're getting better at that because that's not easy. And as we get stronger and we continue to get better, we'll be great at it. But get in the passing lanes, make those guys make tough decisions.
The shot clock violations, is that part of what you're talking about, having the ball in the right guy's hands?
Yes.
Or what happens
Yes.
late there?
Yes, but I mean, the thing, we have to move the ball again because our advantage in those situations, we force it. And it depends. We recognize who we can attack. And when I say big guys, oftentimes, because big guys rarely switch actions. So we force them to make a decision. If you trap a ball screen, sometimes for us as a big, that's great. We're going to move the ball, and it's the next thing. We have no problem with that. But when they switch 5 different ways, we have a tendency to settle on the perimeter. And if you don't have a lot of one-on-one guys that make one-on-one plays, because if you're a one-on-one player, then that switch, okay, that's great. I got the switch. I want them at the rim. And that's the area we have to continue to grow in, the one-on-one plays, yes.
As with Devon he had one early three, but he's almost scored all of his points in the lane.
Yes.
Just how consistent of score offensive players he becomes.
Well, he's already strong enough. He's tough enough. He understands what we're trying to do. And the one thing I said to him, because I can speak to him, and there's certain ways I can speak to him, and I'm not saying anything derogatory and graphic, but I can speak to him. I've been knowing him since he was. So we need to get this ball in the paint, man. We need you to be aggressive. I can talk to him. He understands my language. And that's what it don't settle for a 3. You have to be aggressive. You have to lead out there. You have to demand certain things. And just to get to that paint, whatever you do, I don't care if you sometimes force it up, get to that paint, put pressure, drop your shoulders, force that referee to make a call because it sets a tone for other guys when he plays like that.
Any other questions?
I think of 4 players had 3 more fouls kind of late in the second half too. How did that affect the final 10 minutes?
You said for us 4 players had 3 or more fouls. You have to do it without fouling. Move your feet. I mean, I have to watch film to say specifically which foul, because sometimes you have to foul. Just be aggressive. Do it without fouling. Boogie Coleman fouled out. I think where he has to get better, one-on-one defense, aggressive fouls. You know? Yeah.
Anton and Yaya, are those kind of day-to-day or long-term, or how you?
You know, one thing I've always tried to do, and you guys heard me say this, I stay in my lane when it comes to injuries. Whatever the trainer and the doctor says, that's it. They tell me, get it here, I relay it, that's it. But I don't think they're out for the season, without a doubt. I don't. But we keep pushing forward. We got enough coaches to just step in there and make it work. We had 7 this week, so we're good. Thank you.